Hi everyone, this is Jonathan. Welcome to Systems Security and Governance. Let me ask you something. Does your organization have a CMDB? Now let me ask the real question. Does anyone actually trust it? Because in theory, the CMDB is supposed to be the single source of truth. It should tell you what assets you have, how they're connected, what depends on what, and what will break if something changes. But in reality, most CMDBs are outdated, incomplete, overcomplicated, or completely ignored. So why do CMDBs fail so often? And more importantly, how should we think about configuration management the right way? In this video, we're going to break down what configuration management actually means in ITIL 4, what a CMDB really is and what it isn't, the biggest reasons CMDB initiatives fail, and a smarter modern way to approach it. By the end of this session, you'll stop seeing CMDB as a tool and start seeing it as a strategic capability. Let's dive into configuration management and CMDB. What is configuration management? In ITIL 4, the practice is called Service Configuration Management. Its purpose is simple: to ensure accurate and reliable information about the configuration of services and the configuration items that support them. In simple language, it answers the question, what do we have and how does it all connect? It tracks servers, applications, databases, network devices, cloud resources, containers, APIs, software versions, even documentation. Each of these items is called a configuration item, or CI, and the relationships between them are just as important as the items themselves. Because knowing you have 500 servers is not enough. You need to know which servers support which applications support which business services, and which business services generate revenue. That's real visibility. What is a CMDB? A CMDB, Configuration Management Database, is simply a system that stores information about CIS and their relationships. That's it. It's not magic. It's not strategy. It's just a database. But here's where organizations go wrong. They think, if we implement a CMDB tool, we've solved configuration management. No, a CMDB is just a repository. But configuration management is the capability. It is a mindset. It is a discipline. Without governance, process, and ownership, a CMDB becomes just an inventory book. And that's exactly what happens in many enterprises. Why CMDBs fail? Let's talk about the uncomfortable truth. CMDB projects have one of the highest failure rates in ITSM initiatives. Here are the top reasons. First reason: trying to track everything. Many organizations attempt to populate every single CI from day one, every server, every patch, every network port. The result? Overwhelming complexity. Instead of starting with, what decisions do we need this data for? They start with, let's collect everything. That's backwards. A CMDB should support decisions, not become a data warehouse. Second reason: no clear ownership. Who owns the CMDB? IT operations? Service management? Infrastructure? Enterprise architecture? If ownership is unclear, accountability disappears, and data decays quickly. A CMDB without ownership becomes outdated within months. Third reason: manual updates. If updating the CMDB depends on humans remembering to do it, it will fail. Modern environments are dynamic. Cloud instances spin up and down automatically. Containers are ephemeral. Infrastructure as code changes constantly. Manual updates cannot keep up. Automation is essential. Fourth reason: no integration with other practices. If your CMDB is not integrated with incident management, change, enablement, problem management, asset management, monitoring, then it becomes isolated, and isolated data has no operational value. The CMDB must be part of the service value flow. Fifth reason: lack of business context. Tracking technical components without mapping them to business services is a major mistake. If you don't know which application supports payroll, which system supports customer payments, then your CMDB doesn't support business risk management, and executives won't care about it. The right approach about configuration management. Let's reset the thinking. Instead of asking, how do we build a complete CMDB? Ask this: What decisions are we trying to improve? For example, change impact analysis, incident root cause analysis, risk assessment, compliance reporting, disaster recovery planning. Start with the decision. Then determine what configuration data is necessary to support that decision. Not everything, only what matters. Start small, start smart. Focus on high-value services first. Example, map your most critical revenue-generating application. Identify application database server, cloud environment network dependencies. Build confidence, then expand gradually. This aligns with the ITIL principle. Progress iteratively with feedback. Automate discovery. Modern configuration management depends on automation. Use discovery tools, cloud APIs, infrastructure as code, integrations, monitoring integrations. The goal is real-time or near real-time updates. If your CMDB lags reality by weeks, it's unreliable. Focus on relationships, not just assets. The power of a CMDB lies in relationships. Example, a change request to update a database server. If the CMDB shows that this server supports payroll, customer billing, and inventory systems, then risk assessment becomes intelligent. Without relationships, you are guessing. Let's understand this with a real-world scenario. Imagine this. A production database server crashes. Without a reliable CMDB, teams scramble to identify dependencies. Which applications are affected? Which business units? What integrations? Time is lost. Now imagine a mature configuration management capability. Within minutes, you see affected services, business impact, upstream and downstream dependencies, related change history. Response becomes precise. Communication becomes confident. Downtime reduces. That's operational maturity. Key metrics for success. How do you measure configuration management maturity? Look at accuracy rate of CI data, percentage of changes using CMDB for impact analysis, time saved during incident resolution, audit compliance improvements, reduction in change-related incidents. If your change failures decrease because of better impact analysis, your CMDB is working. If audits become smoother, your configuration management is delivering value. Key takeaways. Here's what you should remember. Configuration management is about visibility. A CMDB is just a tool. CMDBs fail when they try to track everything, they lack ownership, they rely on manual updates, they ignore business context. The right approach is start with decisions, focus on high-value services, automate discovery, maintain relationships, integrate with other IT practices. The CMDB is not meant to be a technical inventory spreadsheet. It's meant to support smarter decisions, faster incident resolution, better change risk assessment, stronger compliance, reduced downtime. When implemented correctly, configuration management becomes a strategic advantage. When implemented incorrectly, it becomes a data graveyard. So the real question isn't, do we have a CMDB? The real question is, can we trust our service visibility? Because in modern digital enterprises, visibility is control, and control enables resilience. If this explanation made the configuration management and CMDB finally click for you, hit the like button so more IT professionals can find this content. Subscribe for more real-world insights on ITIL and governance. We will be back with new video on another interesting topic soon. Thank you for your time.